Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Milt, here to do another video. As you can see, I'm going to do an NFL talk video. Pretty much I'm going to talk about free agency coming up, the draft, some moves that have been made by the league, and also just some stories about the NFL. So let's start with the first major stories. I'm going to talk about a few retirements. The most high-profile retirement so far in the last week or two has been Peyton Manning retiring. He walks away from the Broncos and the Colts after 18 strong years, after 18 great years. All-time leading passer in a lot of categories, broken a lot of records. He's a Hall of Famer, no question, first ballot Hall of Famer. He did it the right way. He played hard for himself, for his teammates, for organization, for his family. Nothing but respect to you, Peyton Manning. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing down the road. He's been nothing but a class act when it comes to playing the position. He mastered the position of quarterback. I mean, I know there's a lot of quarterbacks out there like the Joe Montanas, Tom Brady's, the Brett Favre's, the Dan Marinos. Those guys are all great. But Peyton Manning just was on another level when it comes to commanding a huddle and commanding an offense and just taking over a game. Like, he knew how to beat you, you know, and he knew how to just, like, rip a team apart. And that's what's the beautiful thing about Peyton Manning. And watch him just orchestrate an offense every Sunday. So you will be missed. Again, good luck to you on whatever you do in the future. The next high-profile retirement this past offseason, Charles Woodson retires from the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. He was a 1997 Heisman Trophy winner back in the day at Michigan. Great Hall of Fame defensive back. He will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question. I know actually he's going to be doing he's going to be working for ESPN now that he's retiring, so that's good for him to be doing that. That's awesome. He's a great defensive back. He was flashy. He was aggressive. He was a man. I wish he would have played for my Eagles, but, you know, it is what it is. But he was awesome. Again, he retires. Nothing but love to you, Charles Woodson. The next high-profile retirement, Calvin Johnson retires early. He's only 30 years old, and he retires from the Detroit Lions. He still had, 3 more years left on his deal, but for over, 15 and 20 million per year, something like that. And that just goes to show how hard it is to play professional football, people. Like, his body was hurting him. And he was putting up numbers. He had over 11,000 yards receiving, 80-plus touchdown catches. And that's Hall of Fame numbers, but he could have done a lot more if he stayed for another 3 or 4 years. But I can understand why he would retire. First of all, he's playing for Detroit. That city it's Detroit, people. That's all I got to say about that. And also, too, the franchise isn't known for competing all the time and wanting to put the best product on the field. They do in spurts, but, you know, he wants to be consistent, and they're not consistent. But also, too, he physically was breaking down. That was the biggest reason why he retired. I know today I was watching on ESPN that he said he's at peace with this decision, and that's awesome, man. So that's good for him. I know he's a all-pro player, multiple time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, no question. So only thing that sucks about his career, he didn't win a Super Bowl. But again, I don't think he regrets that at all. He made a lot of money. He's living a good life. So shout out to you, Calvin Johnson. The next high-profile retirement, I'm looking here in my notes. Fucking beast mode, son. Marshawn Lynch. He walks away from the game. I think he played for, 8, 9 seasons? Walks away from the Seahawks. He played for the Bills as well early in his career. Beast mode was the man. He changed the game. He did it right. You know, he was all that in a bag of chips. You know, I know that's cliche in the old school, but beast mode did his thing, man. Marshawn changed the game. I mean, I know when he had that big run in the NFC wildcard game back in the day with Seattle, that's when he broke out. That's when he became beast mode. And from that point on, him, you know, winning rushing titles and winning the Super Bowl with Seattle, going to a second one, should have won a second Super Bowl if it wasn't for Russell Wilson's dumb interception. But, you know, Marshawn is a short ballot Hall of Famer. He's a great guy. I love his persona. I wish more guys would act like him. But again, nothing but props to you, Marshawn. You're going to do great things after football, man. And the last high-profile retirement, Jared Allen retires. He just retired from Carolina this year. He played for, look here in my notes, he played for the Bears, for the Vikings, and he played for the Chiefs. And he's going to go down as, you know, an all-time great defensive player. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro. He's second, I think he's, top 10 in sacks of all time. He's great, man. So nothing but props to Jared Allen. I wish he would have won the title. I know he played for Super Bowl this past season, but he didn't win. But, I mean, like I said, man, he's a Hall of Famer. His career's great. You can take nothing away from him. He worked hard. He brought it every day. He was just one of the guys. He's one of those guys that you probably want to have a beer with because he just seemed down to earth and cool like that. But yeah, man, it's a shame that these 5 gentlemen are walking away. I know their bodies are breaking down. I know they're getting older. They want to do their own thing. But no, we're losing a lot of great players, man. This is a great retirement class that's going to go out. And I'm sure within the next 5 years, they'll be in Canton together. So nothing for props to you guys, you know. The next NFL story of this offseason, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're making moves. I know we got rid of Chip Kelly. We fired his bitch ass. He's with San Francisco. Right now, we're trying to clean up his mess. I know Kiko Alonso and Byron Maxwell were the two high-profile free agents that we traded for last year and we got in the offseason. We're now trading them to the Miami Dolphins. That deal just was finalized today. I know there were some issues with the deal that the Dolphins might have backed out of it, but it looks like that they won't. And then now we are trading DeMarco Murray, who was our other high-profile free agent from last year. We just traded him to Tennessee. So, and I'm actually watching NFL, ESPN, free agency right now, so I'm sure there's some stuff going on behind me, but, you know, look out for all that stuff. But yeah, my Eagles are just unloading the team. But yeah, we are doing some good things. We're trying to get draft picks, trying to get compensation. We did sign Sam Bradford back for a 3-year deal. We actually just signed Chase Daniels from the Kansas City Chiefs. He was the quarterback behind Alex Smith to the Eagles for a 3-year deal. He's a Doug Peterson type of guy, so hopefully he can be the quarterback for the future, and I hope he comes out and balls hard because we need a quarterback. A couple other free agency storylines. RG3, surprise, surprise, RG3 was cut by the Redskins, or I'm sorry, the Washington racial slurs. That team is god awful. I know they just gave Kirk Cousins a franchise tag. People, let's keep it real. If you're a Redskins fan, you guys will be trash in the next 4 years with him because you guys make the playoff 1 year out of like every 4 years. It's really all like a presidential election. You win one out of every 4 years. And the racial slurs aren't going to be very good anymore. Kirk Cousins is going to regress to his average and to his mean, which his mean and average is god awful and trash. So, and then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Them motherfuckers is making moves this offseason. They got Malik Jackson from Denver. They're trying to get Olivier Vernon from Miami. They got that young core still, so they're trying to make a lot of moves. And look out for Jacksonville. I know free agency, you don't always win free agency. That's not how you win games, but they're making smart moves. They have like $90-something million of cap room, so if they spend their money right, they could be good for the next how many years. So I hope they do well. And they got a young quarterback, so that's a bright spot for Jacksonville. The next story I got here, Brock Osweiler. I just saw this when I just came to the house. He just signed with the Texans. And now Peyton Manning retiring from Denver, they don't got a quarterback now. Like, Denver was kind of banking on trying to get Osweiler, but, hey, it didn't work out. Osweiler took his money. It was a 4-year deal, I want to say, for $72 million. I don't blame him, man. There's no state tax in Texas, so, yeah, get that money, bro. But nah, Denver, should I look, they ain't got a quarterback. Now, no, I did hear rumors that Denver might go after Colin Kaepernick, but who knows, or they might look at RG3. We'll see what happens, so. My next story is the Matt Forte was cut or was not re-signed by Chicago. Looks like the Jets are going to pick him up. The Jets need a running back, and if the Jets would sign their quarterback back, Ryan Fitzpatrick, a.k.a., you know, the Amish Rifle, if they keep him, the Jets could be good. They were good last year, and they got a strong defense, and they got a skill position. So look out for the Jets. Last story, Tom Brady versus the NFL. This is not even a story anymore. Let's keep it real, people. Nobody cares about this. Tom Brady and the NFL are still going through the whole issue about him getting suspended last year and it being overturned. Now the NFL is fighting that ruling and trying to get it back to where he gets suspended. Let's keep it real, Goodell. You're not going to fucking win this. So sit your ass down, shut the fuck up, and just run the business. You're making $44 million a year, Goodell. Just be quiet. So there you have it, people. My off-season story so far when it comes to the NFL. I'll be probably doing a couple more of these videos. Actually, coming up, I'll probably do a couple videos about each tri-state area team. So look forward to those videos. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you watching free agency? You're going to watch the draft next month. I hope the Eagles start doing something because we need some help. So there you have it, people. Like I always say, comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.